Hey friends, how are you? Just going to type a few things in the description box. Uh, One moment. Okay. For private readings, I just hit the directions up there. Go to the Detox Intuitive, click on Spiritual Gifts and Offerings. Please do not send me your life story prior to purchasing. Thank you. It's very easy to purchase. We made it very easy. I had Mike, my WordPress guy, go in and make it easier. I'm going to announce real quick just on Twitter that I am going live because okay. I am Andrea. Thank you so much for being here. You can see what I look like. I usually show my face in a lot of the other videos. I have another YouTube channel that I show my face in every video. I feel like I can tune in to the energy better when I am just like this. It just helps me not have to be, how should I say this without sounding really shallow? I'm just going to say it on, so to speak. On. Feel like I can focus better. I'm a detox specialist by trade. My other YouTube channel is Andrea Cox TV. I think you'll find a lot of valuable information on that channel as well. So thank you for subscribing to this channel. And if you would like, you can go over to that channel as well and subscribe. I felt like doing a random reading. I feel like a few of us, and I said us, are disappointed in ourselves. But we shouldn't be. We shouldn't be. I'm going to use a beautiful new deck by Alana Fairchild. I did use it in a private reading today for a very sweet woman. You guys, really? This is why I need a husband, to get things like this open. All right. This is a beautiful deck. I have not examined all the cards. I'm so excited to use it. I felt like a few people feel like they let someone else down today. Maybe yesterday, maybe that's a collective message. I feel like a few people are nervous about losing someone they love. It being Halloween, there's lots of parties. This one's speaking to me. Diving for light. Beautiful artwork, beautiful artwork. Against the grain. This one spoke to me this morning. What you want wants you. And I want to focus on what you want wants you. I feel like we have 3, maybe 4 stories. We've got 2 cards sticking together. What is already with you? What is already with you? All of a sudden, I want to cry. I'm going to make one of you a moderator in here. Oh, thank you. Michelle? Oh, I am crying. There's a lot of energy. May I make you a moderator, please? I'm going to make you a moderator whether you like it or not. Add moderator. There you go. Michelle, if anyone, you know, writes anything that you feel is not appropriate, curses, whatever, you can delete it. And then you can see, just do what you see fit. Sorry, Michelle, for the pressure if you don't want to be a moderator. Okay. Just going to tune in for a second. Diving for light. I feel like we have both a female and male energy that are going deep, introspection, excuse the glare, trying to see what direction to go. I feel like someone wants to move to a different country. Someone has moved to a different country. Someone else wants to move to a different country. Disappear. Start anew. I feel like someone else is lacking love. Someone else is afraid to go against the grain of what they know. I'm feeling a little bit of obsessive compulsive tendencies here. I'm feeling someone waking up at the oddest times. With vivid dreams. They know exactly what they want. But I feel like there's a level of insecurity here. Oh, that just breaks my heart. I feel like this person is from the outer point of view. You see all these hands reaching. You see all these hands. Those are hands. I don't know if you can see in the card. So some are birds, and then some have actual hands that look like they're reaching. I feel like this person has a lot of people vying for their attention. This can be male or female. The cards are not gender based. But I feel like they don't know who is real. And it's always been this way. It's always been this way. It's actually gotten worse where they thought it would get better. They thought, as I'm hearing for the female energies, oh my gosh, so many emotions. Excuse me, 1 minute. Let me grab something. I had to grab a drink of water. Okay. I feel like this person has always had so many people reaching for them, reaching for them, reaching for their attention, reaching to be with them, reaching for their opinion, reaching for their guidance, reaching for their knowledge, reaching for their heart, reaching for their soul, reaching for their everything, reaching to sleep with them, reaching to, and I feel like this person has lived pretty much this is really a hard read for me. I'm just gonna, I feel like this person has lived pretty much their entire life alone. Pretty much their entire life alone. I am picking up more of a female energy here. I'm picking up more of a male energy here for the diving for light, even though it's a female face. While I catch the hair on my arms on fire. You guys, I promise I won't get up. I have to get up one more time. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right, no more tears, just the read. These cards are incredible. Alana Fairchild did a beautiful job because it's sucking my heart just completely through. I do feel like, and it may be because we're seeing a body, I feel like this person does have an incredible body. I feel like their build it grabs people. I also feel the eyes are, you could be dealing with an energy that has Scorpio in it. Scorpio are known to have dark, piercing eyes. I feel like this person knows, both of these people know that what they are seeking is seeking them. What they want also wants them. But I feel like there's like a block. I feel like where we have had one person primarily isolate themselves, maybe a very empathic energy. I feel like we've had another that has done the opposite. I keep feeling timing, like one person wishes the timing would have happened sooner. But then I see one person trying again and again and again. Aloe water. Diving for light. I'm going to read this card. It may resonate with some of you. I am so incredibly snot-nosed right now. These cards are grabbing me. I'm a triple water sign, so, occasionally I get all sensitive. Don't hold it against me. Okay. How brave you are. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make it through this, you guys. You are diving for light. It can be so much simpler to seek light. I might have to pause this and come back. It can be so much simpler to seek light. God, I cannot. You know what? Okay. Yeah, you guys are going to have to give me a minute. Okay, I am totally going to get through this like a champ. Okay. This is another reason I can't show my face while I'm on here, because I would just be just marshmallow. Okay. How brave you are. You are diving for light. It can be so much simpler to seek light in the heavenly, in that which is blissful, sweet, loving, and kind. To look for the light in that which is dark is an advanced task that only a rebellious and brave heart will attempt. You may not feel that you have taken such a journey by choice, yet you have taken this wise challenge on from deep within your soul. Your innermost being has evoked this situation in your life with the intention that you grow in power, wisdom, and creative juice. I like that. I love juice. It also wants you to experience a bold and fearless trust in life. And become further empowered to live it with zest and courage. The Oracle of Diving for Light speaks of a time when you are called into darkness through life circumstances, situations, relationship challenges, or inner struggles that defy clear understanding. That darkness might be a creative block, a sense of being in a void, or feelings of depression, rage, sadness, fear, or anxiety. I hope none of you are feeling any of those things tonight. There may be or may not be an obvious cause. The darkness might be generally accepted and socially acknowledged because there is a socially acceptable or obvious reason for it, such as a death, a divorce, or retrenchment. However, there may be no obvious justification for your experience of darkness. You might not need a reason. to be able to accept it. Likewise, you may struggle to find an unconditional acceptance of your experience. Okay, this is super long, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick just a paragraph to read, and then I'm going to pick the prayer that you should say. Our creative process and our spiritual path go through a similar turning of the wheel. There is spring and summer in the seasons of our soul as well as in the earthly ones. There is the autumn harvest, and there is the death inherent in winter. When energy is concentrated and pulled within to seek out the darkness where it can rest, regenerate, and simply be. Until the time is right for new life, energy, and creative inspiration to burst forth. When diving for light, one must be willing to hear the darkness and understand it has a purpose, much like winter does upon the earth. Okay, so I understand what this is saying, and I want to transmute it in case maybe you didn't pick it up. There is a time for harvest, and there is a time to be still and listen. And what you're listening for is that inner voice, that knowing. So if now is your time to be still, and it seems like everyone around you has something going on that is exciting or new, or that your friends are thrusted forward far beyond where you are, it just means it's not your harvest season yet. And on the flip side, for this woman who is seen maybe as one thing, but is not, and who has hands reaching for her and doesn't know who to trust, she knows who she can trust. She knows who she can trust. But there's an insecurity that lies here. So I feel like the next invocation will draw that out when I get to that card. Until then, I'm going to read the prayer for this card, Diving for Light. My gosh, my nose. Excuse me. Okay, I think I got through the worst part of it, and I think I'm going to be okay. I think I'm going to be all right now. Okay. So for healing, this person who feels like everyone is either moving away from them, or everyone is moving on, or everyone is getting to a certain part of life where they are being left behind, or they are too slow, or say this aloud, whether it makes sense to you or not. I call upon the presence of unconditional love. Be here now, without restraint. Fill me and fill this space. Touch all beings with your grace. I feel the presence of unconditional love within me. I acknowledge the presence of unconditional love all around me. I am the presence of unconditional love, and in this love, no fear can remain. May unconditional love guide any fear back to the light of love or back into the earth as serves the greatest good. My body by unconditional love. Through my own free will, this is so. Repeat morning and night for at least 3 days and continue for as long as you wish, for as long as feels good to you. Maybe this person needs to instill this in this person. So these two cards are the ones that get me against the grain, what is already with you. And that doesn't mean in the physical realm. Okay, I think I've stopped crying. So for this woman, with everyone reaching at her for knowledge, for information, for her soul, for her heart, for her body, for her mind, for her sanity, for her everything, constantly, everybody wanting a piece of her, everybody wanting this, 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 taking. She too learned to take. Because when you have so many hands reaching from you, for you, in different areas of your life, always, you feel like you're swimming in an ocean of sharks. And so you too become a shark. You too become a magician, you know? You too become a taker. It's what I get from this. So I'm going to read. You want birds to be able to fly underwater. You want love to trump power. You want humanity to relate to each other as equals and to recognize the sacredness in you and in the world around you. You want to unleash the beauty that hides in even the ugliest of scenes or sentiments. You want to make possible what others say cannot be. You are a radical dreamer, a sacred rebel, and you bring the light of a more positive future to this world. However, this can have its burdens. Deep within you, you feel that you don't really fit in with the rest of the world. Perhaps your sense of how things can be and how they really are is so different to the smaller minds or more fearful hearts of many others that you are rarely received for all that you offer. You are seen not as you are. This might make you feel frustrated. Lonely at times. You seek seclusion. The universe so loves you for your unusual take on things, for the quirkiness in you that dares to honor that which is different and renders the impossible possible. You must never ever lose your unusual ways and become dry, serious, appropriate, and conventional, not even for appearance's sake, for you would lose your essence. You are here to show that life is about so much more than conventional success. The universe loves you for your unusual take on things. This has a special message for you. You are someone who lives and breathes in the depths of creative waters. You need to lose yourself to the flow of music, nature, dreams, imagination, and fantasy through art and literature, meditation, dance, and in sensual surrender to the sacred waters of the ocean. Not funny. The sacred waters of the ocean, the river, the lake, or the bathtub. How many of us use water? You must go against the grain. It is just your way. You are not one of the followers, but one of the agitators. Oh God, this is so on point. However, yours is not a force of disrespectful chaos. You are a loving catalyst, and by simply being yourself, you constantly remind people that there is always another way. This oracle comes with the particular guidance that you are meant to be exactly as you are. You are meant to be the black sheep. Thank God. The rainbow sheep, or even the wild wolf in the flock of sheep. The daring butterfly, spirit calling to the caterpillars, that is you. The price you pay for the gift of individuality and not caring what others think is that you must take care of it and guard it so that you are not dulled down by the conditioned into playing at being something you are not. If this has that was lovely. If this has happened or is threatening to happen, this oracle brings you comfort. You will always dream of birds that fly underwater. You know that the true nature of your being can never be changed. At most, it could only be hidden. Excuse me. So I'm just going to read a few more sentences of this because these chapters are really long. But if this has happened or is threatening to happen, you will always dream of birds that fly underwater. You know that the true nature of your being can never be changed. At most, it could only be hidden for a time. Now is the time to accept who you are and allow your truths to be freely expressed. Don't worry about the effects of going against the grain. When we are who we are in truth, we attract the support, protection, and energy that we need to thrive. Your power comes from aligning your outward self with your inner truth, not with the general consensus. You will then find other dreamers, other wild butterflies, and atypically colored sheep to join you in conjuring better visions for the world. So I intuitively feel these two are connected, and I just feel, I feel one had maybe a parent that never believed in them, always saw their visions as, just never really saw what a spirited human this is. I feel a need to impress a parent here. And I then feel a woman who always had people trying to take from her spirit, her creativity. I feel the same in her, a need to impress a parent. And then I feel growing into trying to fit into molds that just did not fit, trying to fit into situations that did not fit. I feel a woman falling into shallow hands of a man, shallow, empty, a man who only liked worldly scenarios, where just got caught up with the wrong person. I'm seeing a lot of glitz, a lot of glamour, a lot of mistakes being made, and a lot of money being paid out to cover those mistakes, but nothing real. And then I'm seeing this, which is real. I swear this is the last time. You okay? Are you okay? Roger. My kitchen island is covered with snot rags. So I'm going to remove this person. Let me just start removing a few people real quick. Okay. Just looking over a few of your comments. So this Nick guy needs to go. So I'm putting him in a timeout. Yeah, this isn't like, okay. All right. Wow, that was powerful. I think the tears are done. I think the tears are done. I want to move on to the third card of what you want wants you. These two cards definitely resonated with me. This card feels, I feel this card. And I know this energy. So if you have to watch from the beginning, I would definitely recommend you go back and watch this from the beginning. What you want wants you. So over here, I feel two people, I feel just destined to come together. I feel like one feels that the timing is so off. There could be an age difference that's just, I just feel one energy, a female energy, feeling very insecure, very, very insecure. She's ready for solidness and is afraid this person, there could be an age difference. She doesn't feel like she's at her best, but do we ever feel like we're at our best? Do we ever feel like we're at the peak of our mountain? I was a fitness model in my 20s. I didn't feel at my best. I looked incredible like a year ago, like incredible. Didn't feel like I was at my best. I get asked out a lot. I don't feel like I'm at my best. So, do we ever feel like we are at our best? But what I don't think this person realizes is that this person is like a sage. This is a man. These cards aren't gender based. This is a woman in the picture. This is a male energy. This is a female energy. This is like a sage. A sage. Do you know what a sage is? It's like a indigo child. This man. It's like a he's like transparent, right? He's transparent. He's transparency. He's see-through. He sees through her. So there's still a layer that needs to be peeled from this woman's onion. There's still a layer that needs to be peeled for her to get out of the shallow water she's been in. The shallowness. There's a shallowness that needs to be taken off. Take off the mask, right? Get dirty. Get dirty. Get in the mud. You know, dunk your head under the water. Don't worry about your curls. That's what I'm seeing. There's a shallowness here. There's another layer. She's so scared. And alone. Very much used to being alone. God. Gosh, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to move on. I lied. I have to get up one more time. My kitchen island is covered in just tissues. All right, so what you want wants you. What you want wants you. What you want wants you. This could be connected to this because this wants this. I think this is afraid that this just wants to learn from this. But really, this one would be learning from this one. Does that make any sense? This male, I know it's a female, it's a male energy. I feel it in the cards. This is an indigo child. This is a sage. This is a transparent man. He is a teacher. He is a teacher. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, okay. What you want wants you. What you want wants you. What is already with you? What is already with you? What is already with you is that you were given a gift. You were given a gift of something that did not work. You were given a gift to learn off someone.